Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that. I thought I'd change up the spacesuit a little bit for this modded version. Since we have texture replacer installed, then we might as well use it. As you see, 0.24 64-bit, and we're starting a new career. We're gonna start a career. As you see, I've already shown you that in the first look, so you know that science is the old career mode, career is the new career mode. Also, I thought I'd change up my flag a little bit and just made an Austria flag with my logo on it. Why the hell not? Okay. Gonna do that, and we're gonna start. So, few things. I have Kerbal alarm clock here. I have distant object enhancement here. Kerbal Engineer now has integration into the stock toolbar, which is pretty nice. Also, we have, of course, environmental visual enhancements and better atmospheres, which work totally fine. And cool rockets and hot rockets are also working. So, let's see what Gene Kerman has for us. Of course, the four standard first contracts, and we're just gonna accept all of these. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a different approach here. First of all, if we get a rescue mission, that is top priority. I like the new flag. In any way, if we get a rescue mission, that's top priority. If we, we're not gonna do any other thing on any other mission until we get the rescue done. If we, I'm of course gonna use Kerbal Engineer here because why not? As you see, that now has integration into the stock toolbar, which is nice. Yeah. So I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing I did in the first look video and just add a few struts here and like this to make sure this lands safely. Come on, good. Then make sure this is out of here, and then make sure that this has a nice thrust to weight ratio, because I don't really need a thrust to weight ratio of above 2. Let's just take 1.96. That's a burn time of 1 minute and 9 seconds, and I think we can easily get stuff into orbit with that. If you see here, of course, this does cost money, the flight computer. So that's not in any way cheated or something like that. The only thing that's actually free is gonna be the quantum struts, which I'm gonna use as soon as we have them available for the docking of spacecraft and strutting them while in orbit. But yeah, we're gonna call this the Contractor 1. Contractor, like that. Save that, and then we're gonna launch this thing. Yeah, a few more of my self-made restrictions. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that right away. As soon as we're on the launch pad here. I need my cheat menu up for a second. Because of the gameplay tweaks. We of course will not allow respawn. We will allow the reverting and quick saving and quick loading, but that's just gonna be used if there's a hilariously wrong bug. Like if something blows up that shouldn't, something like that. You know, the usual stuff. No crew respawn, no stock vessels, and yeah. That's pretty much gonna be it from this menu. Okay, we don't really need throttle since we don't use a normal engine. And we can, actually, that's pretty nice. You can open these up more so you can see everything if you want to. So that's maximum. Saw that on a video pretty recently, so that's pretty cool. In any way, launch this rocket. And go a little bit inwards so we don't get off Kerbal Space Center vicinity. Crew report here, of course, gives us the flying over the Kerbal shores crew report, which is pretty nice. We could theoretically go ahead and do the whole EVA on the launch pad thing and EVA on the runway thing with just a pod and nothing else, and get a little bit of science that way, but I don't really like doing that because it feels a little bit cheaty. Although it is of course pretty nice to get science from there, but I don't want to do it, as I said. Okay. Just go to upright again, please. And we shouldn't have a problem with... We've reached the altitude that we are supposed to reach. Our apoapsis is currently not outside of the atmosphere, so we have not done that yet, and we're not gonna do that, as it seems, yeah. But we've gotten pretty high, I gotta say. I'm not gonna do an EVA on this height, even though we could theoretically do that, I guess. But I fear for Jebediah's life. I don't want to kill Jebediah again. I already killed him in the last save. I don't want to have that happen again. Okay, you're free to go down whenever you want. Thank you. Good. Just have a look at the electric charge. That's still good. Okay, we're not gonna complete any more of these contracts. Nice thing is you can also make those go away. Like this, so you don't have them open. Also, you get, of course, the messages here, which I'm just gonna delete. Because I don't really need them. Yeah. As you see, Kerbal alarm clock still works fine. And I think we can open the parachutes here. And surface display, please. And go a little bit faster, because I'm getting a bit bored. And I think you're quite the same. Altitude above terrain is what we're looking at here, of course. Because at about 500 I want to stop my time acceleration, since we're gonna have a problem with the parachutes else. Good, that worked pretty well. Go down to 0. And we even landed in 99, we're gonna kind of have probably 99% of the stuff back. 99 to 100% recovery rate here, if you land directly at KSC, which we're doing. I don't like this shadow bug, but that's something that has been in for a while now. Don't know why they can't fix that. Okay, we are down, we have landed, we are going to do an EVA. Look at the new blue suits, pretty cool, aren't they? Take that data out of there, do an EVA report. Flying over Kerbal shores. Okay. Do another crew report from here. From Kerbal Space Center. This is our space center here. We're home. And I think that's it for this mission. Recover this vessel. And let's see if we have anything going here. Okay, we got 20 science out of that. We've got our parts back at 89% of the value. This is pretty cool. And we of course have Jebediah back. Now, since I'm not gonna go with Jebediah on everything, I'm just gonna have a look here at our at our people who want to explode. No, go to space for us. Because I actually don't want to use Jeb, Bill, and Bob. Theobert, Gentray, Thumplas, Rainy, and Billy Bobdas Kerman. I guess we're gonna go and take Theobert Kerman on the next flight. Of course, we're gonna, after every mission, we're gonna go in here and see which new missions are available. Next custom thing that I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do any testing parts contracts unless I have unmanned vessels to do that. So we're gonna accept all of them. We're gonna accept every contract we get here each time we get a contract, but we have pretty much, if you look at the active ones, we have no deadline here, and that expiration date is actually when the offer of this contract expires. If we actually use this, we have 1 year of deadline. And I don't think we're gonna have 1 year until we actually are able to launch unmanned vessels. So, yeah. Test and set altitude record. Okay, so now escape atmosphere, orbit Kerbin, set altitude record. So we're gonna just orbit Kerbin and do all of these three. The testing of the decouplers not a thing because we're not gonna be using an unmanned vessel. I'm not gonna shy away from using the part though if I have it unlocked here. I'm just not gonna use the parts with the blue background if I don't have them, if I'm using a manned vessel. So research this and we'll have enough to research another node here. Oh, yeah, we have enough for this. And that's actually nice because the radial parachute makes it a lot easier to land stuff back safely. Good. So, our next thing to do would be the contract, orbit Kerbin, escape the atmosphere, and all that, do that. So, we have a little bit of science to do, so we're gonna have the goo canisters on here. Then we're gonna go ahead and say we're gonna have an engine that's for the for going into orbit and for deorbiting. Have that in a separate stage, please. Also, we're gonna have 2 parachutes right here because I wanna have this landed back safely. And that should do the trick. We're gonna, of course, try to land in the water directly next to the space center. So, under this, I'm gonna go ahead and waste a little bit of money. Contractor 2. Since we're still only really doing contracts and not really missions to any other planets or heavenly bodies, gonna go ahead and do this like that, and then we're gonna have these things are practically free anyway, so I'm not really concerned about the cost. Cause, I mean, those cost 25, those cost 400. The really expensive stuff here are the fuel tanks and the engines. Not so much the rocket boosters though. So, yeah. Okay. Engines. And then, for the first liftoff, I think we're gonna have rocket boosters under this. Solid fuel. I hope that this is enough oomph to actually get this somewhere. So, we're gonna have these fire at the same time. That's 2.4. Okay, that's okay. Then this decouple and those fire. And then those decouple. Yep, that keeps firing until we say this decouples. Wait, what? Wait, what? Whoa, whoa. This is gonna fire with these. Yeah. Then these decouple until this decouples, and then we have the last stage. Yeah. That we're actually gonna try to bring back down. I'm not so sure about the stability of this thing, and that's why usually I'd say, you know what? We're gonna have a launch abort system for this. We're not gonna actually have this fire unless I need it. We don't really have a way to do a launch escape system, since we don't really have Sapatrons or a launch escape system unlocked. So we can't do that. But we can say action group abort, decouple here, and deploy that chute. Nah. But decouple there is a pretty nice idea. Actually, you know, we don't really need to decouple there. I just thought we could actually use this as a launch escape system too. By saying if we press abort, we decouple here and activate that engine. Then we fly off and can still say, yeah, you can go away, and can still say custom 10 will be the parachutes. Shoots, deploy, and yeah. So if we have a problem, we're gonna just fire this off and have that escape, hopefully. Okay. Save this and have Theobald Kerman go into the pod, and then we are off to launch. And I guess we can have a look at the contracts here. Test the parachute, test the fuel booster, test the stack decoupler, altitude record, escape, atmosphere, orbit, Kerbal. Okay, since I don't actually have to test anything I haven't unlocked yet, as you see by the parts. But yeah, we could do these tests theoretically, but I'm not gonna actually go for it. So yeah, launch this thing. And hopefully don't fall over on the launch pad. Because that's totally a thing that I expect this thing to do. Okay, orbital stuff. Because I want to get into orbit, vessel display, because that's always nice. We actually have my flag this time. I hate that this has been a bug in KSP forever now, that you actually don't get to use your flag sometimes here. Something's overlapping here, Kerbal Engineer and the stuff. Okay, that's a graphics glitch. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that's a thing. In any way, 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, seems this is stable. Can go back a bit on the throttle, because we're not gonna really have to throttle up a lot. We're gonna take one of these goose while flying. Keep. Yeah, that's good. Wait. Why didn't you decouple? Moron. And it wasn't even overheating because this was firing. That's actually a little annoying. Anyway, gravity turn. Look at the moon. We're gonna definitely go there someday. Just not today. Yeah, another thing, if we have the probe stuff unlocked, I don't want to send any Kerbals to other heavenly bodies unless it says plant the flag there. So any submit or recover science missions are gonna be probes. As soon as we have probes unlocked, that is. Cool. Oops, we actually have a pretty high apoapsis right now. Look, 95. We're definitely getting into orbit with this. We are probably completely overpowered. Look, Elu, blinking in the distance. I love distant object enhancement. Did I tell you that anytime? Ah, the flares work, which is nice. Yeah, I love better atmospheres in general and everything it brings with it. Is that actually Eve? Or what is that? Huh. Anyway, we are in orbit, or we are outside the atmosphere, which means we just completed the 22 kilometers and the reach space thing. Can actually burn down a little. Because that apoapsis is a little bit ridiculous. So in case you're worrying about dropped stages, there is actually a mod that would make you be able to parachute stages you drop down to Kerbin and recover it for money. It's called Debris Fund. I'm not using it because I just don't want to use it, really. Okay, goop is clumped into a ball. And crew report near Kerbin. We are very much in space right now. An EVA report just for the lulz. Above Kerbin's waters. Then you take the data, please, and go back in. Yeah. And now for the orbit. We are actually very much after our apoapsis. I didn't even realize. Not too bad though. We're still getting into a nice orbit. It's no problem. Not a problem at all. By the way, look at our money. We we've started with 10,000 in case you're wondering. Also, that completed the third contract we wanted to complete. So we orbited Kerbin. We have escaped the atmosphere, and we have the contract with the altitude record completed, which means the other stuff here is testing, which we're not gonna do in this mission. That's pretty cool. So, bit more stuff here? Do we have a crew report? Not really. But we can generally say we can go back. So KSC is here, so I wanna kind of burn here. We're gonna orbit Kerbin once. Just have a look at our electric charge. That doesn't deplete. But we don't actually have reaction wheels on this thing, so we're not running any problems there. Okay. Slow down. And slow down. Holy shit. No reaction wheels. That's actually something I want to get fixed. I want to unlock reaction wheels ASAP. Thank you, music, for setting in without me realizing. Okay, Kerbin's gonna go a while a bit in that direction. We're gonna break a bit in the atmosphere, so I guess, I hope, that's probably gonna not overshoot a lot. It's probably gonna not overshoot at all. Don't underestimate how much the atmosphere breaks you. So I'm gonna go like this and hope that we are actually gonna go about here where KSC is. We can always say we're gonna do that a little different or something. Also, that shadow bug from environmental visual enhancement is still a thing, unfortunately. Okay. Back into the atmosphere. And that should be from Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Yep. And actually, while we're here, we want to do an EVA report here too. Take the data and store the data, get back in. So surface, we don't need the vessel display or the orbit display really. And I think we won't have a problem getting back in the vicinity of KSC here. We should actually hit spot on. If we don't overshoot. And I think we can easily say slow down a little bit if we overshoot. Okay. We have a crew report while flying in the upper atmosphere still. Okay, reset. See, we're easily getting there. Huh. I'd rather overshoot than having to actually accelerate in that direction. So, still the upper atmosphere, I don't think so. Oh god. Could you come down? Since I'd like flying over Kerbin's mountains. Just saying. Still upper atmosphere. We're hitting spot on. Pretty much. Actually, yeah, pretty much. We actually fall a little bit short. Kerbin's Highlands, nice. And I think that's also where we're gonna land if we get this trajectory going like this. How about we do a little bit of a burn? So we don't go down. Can easily burn this out or something, I don't know. Okay. I'd say that's okay, and we should be able to land this. Come on. Or maybe just burn out the engine completely. Because I don't feel like this is going well. Wherever that burns out is pretty much where we're gonna land. Because I'm just gonna open the parachutes at that point. Okay. Off. Parachutes out. And hopefully we don't lose our engine. But we should be fine. And this should actually be close enough to KSC that we actually get to stay within the 90% recovery rate. Okay, do a little bit of time acceleration. Whoa. Okay, this should easily go like planned. Also, please activate SAS so we don't fall over when landing. Because that's not to be desired. Last 100 meters. Come on. And touchdown. Nice. Okay, EVA report while we're here. Take that data, do an EVA report. Okay, we are at case flying over Kerbin's shores, of course, here. Crew report at Kerbin's shores and recover. Which gives us 99 science. We of course got back our command pod. 79% of the value. Flight computer, mystery goo, containment units. Those things are fucking expensive, so I'm glad we got that back like that. Also, we got back a little bit of liquid fuel and oxidizer. That how? Yeah, I thought so. We didn't. Monopropellant, we got that back. Yeah, nice. Also, we got Theobald Kerman back, which gives us a little bit of reputation here too. So let's look at our contracts. Mark II radial parachute test. Of course. Test the Rockomax back solid fluid booster. Of course. Test the Sepatron 1 in flight over Kerbin. Of course. In case we have an emergency. That's actually something where I'm gonna use those experimental parts. I wanna make sure I have a launch escape system. Radial decoupler in flight. Rescue Gusry Kerman from Kerbin. So he's stuck in orbit around Kerbin, and that's what we're gonna do in the next episode, since we we'll have to do this stuff anyway. So, also we have an Explore the Moon contract, which is nice. So, as soon as we have pro parts, we're gonna do that. There is no deadline on that. We've got a year deadline, we've got a 5-year deadline, yeah, all of those, 380 days, 1 year, 425 days, yeah. So, this is actually, wait, this one is actually the one that has the soonest deadline. In any way, in the next episode we're gonna rescue Gus Kerman, who is stuck in orbit around Kerbin, and he's in a perfect equatorial orbit. Of course he is. And right now he's actually a Class A object, which is pretty funny in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna do that in the next episode. And we're gonna do a little bit of science point juggling right now, since we're gonna have to get some stuff here. I want the Zapatron, I want struts, and I guess I'm gonna take those, and then we are done. Yeah, we can't unlock anything more because we don't have the required science. But yeah, not a problem. We're just gonna keep going with this, and then we should have no problem doing this. Also, pro parts. I just wanted to see what those are. There. So we've got one more node until we do a complete test flight. So I'm gonna just slap everything that needs testing onto one rocket and just test everything in one mission. That's gonna be nice. But hey, next episode is the first thing, of course, is going to be the rescuing the Kerbal. Rescue Gus Kerman, exactly. And till then, I'd say like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye!